Buonasera, buonasera. Benvenuti in questa live serale horror. Questa sera vi ricordo come sempre che c'è online in questo momento solo umido con Kingdom Come Deliverance, Viking, Resident Evil, Solelle con Ghost Goes Dark, Wood Speaks con Elden Ring, con Linora con 4 chiacchiere, Gabriel Domino con giochi retro, Constantine con Football Manager 2022. Voglio un attimo vedere una cosa. Questo va bene, va bene. Comunque, spero che voi stiate tutti bene. Sto già scaricando i prossimi giochi e che cosa d'altro? Niente, una questione abbastanza semplice, cioè continuiamo a giocare a Black Mirror 3, la paura finale. E che cosa d'altro? D'altro, penso che ci troveremo poi domani alle 4. Infatti cambierò forse un po' l'orario. No, l'ho cambiato infatti a calendario. Il calendario lo trovate sempre qui sotto nel canale. Il quale inizieremo alle 4 e finiremo alle 6. Giusto in tempo per poi andare dagli UK. Ok? Vi ricordo poi come sempre, punto esclamativo dono, punto esclamativo control. Per chi vuole seguirli, ovviamente non sono attivi i comandi. No? Non ancora? Arriveranno tutti in una botta sola? Vabbè, a posto. Che cosa c'è d'altro? D'altro? Niente. Vecchio. Intanto vedete già gli spoiler. Si gioca. Carica partita. Eravamo arrivati qua. Mamma mia.
Nothing more to see. It's fastened shut. A padlock of the really sturdy variety.
Ok.
I'd need years for that. I reckon the lock would grind through the file instead of the other way around.
Mm.
A peculiar shadow.
Sembra una chiave.
I think I know where that must
Infatti.
be. Well, how about that? And so the key falls into my possession.
Era il lucchetto giusto?
fits. As I thought, full of junk. So let's have a look. Damn! That looks like one of the robes and the masks from the order that was after me. But at the same time, it's also proof that the order existed. I'll take it with me.
Una motosega.
There's some paper in the robe. Seems to be a letter to the order. Quite badly torn. Unable to stop the evil, already sacrificed. His objective, or something happens to me. No trace is to be... I'm not completely certain, but it appears to be a request to cover up all traces of the order. That would explain why the robe is in the shack. I'll put it back. Perhaps I'll find something useful after all.
Un cavatappi, così. Un metro.
A corkscrew and a yardstick. They look in reasonable shape. I'll take them. Whoa, chainsaw. I've got a feeling that this baby's gonna come in handy.
Anche quello in tasca. Pure rastrello.
A rusty old garden implement. No thanks. I don't really want to know what's died in there.
Ah già, è vero,
Half
c'è
the
qualcosa
bed.
qua sotto il letto. Una scatola.
Gotcha. A cardboard box. Somebody scribbled something on the lid. I can't decipher it. The word definitely begins with an R, though. Let's take a look inside. A rag doll. Pretty ugly and worn out. I recognize it. I've seen it before. It was Ralph's. Yep, that's his doll. Mr. Bubby, or whatever he called it. Strange. How'd it get here? And why has Ralph left it? I mean, he never used to go anywhere without it. What else have we got?
Uno smile.
A luminous sticker with a smiley on it.
Succo d'uva.
And a cork from a bottle.
Ah.
This must be Ralph's shack. Or his hideaway.
Mr. Bobby.
I've got what I wanted. The floorboards here sure creak loudly. I can't get out of here. There's only timber back there. There's no gas in the chainsaw.
Ovviamente.
Nothing more to see.
Salvo per morire. Abbiamo il giorno di ieri, poi il giorno di oggi e infine il giorno di domani.
Looks as though the door's been bolted from the outside. But how can that be?
Perfetto.
I won't be able to manage that. I'm gonna need a bigger tool. There's no gas in the
Oh, fa bagno, c'ho la benzina in tasca.
The tank's just about half full. Hopefully that'll be enough. I filled up the chainsaw, but the tank's lid is missing. I don't think it's a good idea to start it up as it is. All right, that ought to hold. Now we can get going.
Come? Piano che lei c'ha un demone.
The rotten boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first. I can't cut my way through the whole wood storage with the little bit of gas I've got. Not a good idea. If I destroy the door and then find out that the dogs are still out there, then I've got a problem. The floorboards here sure creak loudly. The floorboards here.
Ridimmi cosa c'è qua.
The rotten boards shouldn't be a problem for the saw, but I ought to check what's underneath them first. I won't be able to manage that.
Guardiamo con il nitro.
Interesting. There's at least half a meter of space below the boards. The shack must have been built on stilts. The next time I'm being pursued by hellhounds and hide in a shack, I'll look out for that as I go in. I'll just cut myself a trapdoor in the floor. It can also be closed again in an emergency. Cool. I can sneak outside through the hole. Good. Let's try it. I'm better leaving the heavy junk here.
Tipo la motosega.
Good. No wild beasts for miles. Weird. No tracks. The beasties couldn't have just disappeared into thin air. No!
Ah, ti mancava così poco a finire il primo capitolo. Dai, quanta gente è morta.
Describe what you saw.
I saw myself as a child. I was playing with my sister in the woods. It's not far away from the castle. I could see it behind the trees. There was a man there, too.
Could you make out who it is?
No, he had his back to me. But something very bad has happened.
What's happened?
My sister, she's fallen in a hole. She's screaming. What should I do?
Adrian, you're not there anymore. Remember what you did at the time.
I ran to the hole, and I don't know. I can't remember. You woke me up before I could help her.
I didn't wake you up, Adrian. You woke up of your own accord. It would appear everything in you is trying to fend off this memory. Seems you really want to suppress it.
Or I just can't remember.
The memory is still there. You just need to let it happen.
It's easy for you to say.
Perhaps you should tackle this memory in a conscious state. Try and find the place in the woods that you saw. You need an anchor in the present.
If you say so.
And with regards to the hallucinations, I've ordered a medication. It should help to suppress them.
Very good, I'll take it. At least you can rely on conventional medicine.
Please take this prescription and give it to a buyer in the shop. She'll give you the medication.
Perfetto.
Oh, she's a pharmacist too?
In a little village like this, everyone has more than one role.
Hai detto sto coso.
Doctor,
How can I help you?
what can you tell me about Warm Hill?
Well, not a lot, really. It's a little hamlet that belongs to Willow Creek. There are only a few people living there. Most of the houses are falling apart. I think it's where all the miners used to live.
Do you know Ralph?
Ralph? No. Who's that?
Oh, not so important. Something strange happened to me last night. I don't know what was real and what wasn't.
Tell me about it, Adrian.
I was just on my way back to the village when I was attacked by large black dogs in the woods. Fortunately, there was a shack close by, which I was able to hold up in. I couldn't get back out through the door. Once I cut my way outside through the floor with a chainsaw, there were no signs the dogs had been there at all. Then I fell unconscious. Supposedly, Murray found me there in the middle of the night and brought me back to the hotel. I can't remember any of that.
A classic dream of repression. The black dogs, and then... there's nothing there. It's a deep-seated fear of the consequences of your actions.
I saw a woman dressed in white. Almost looked like some kind of wedding dress.
Where did you see her?
When I was locked in the shack, from the window, she was standing on the edge of the clearing. She saw me and then disappeared into the woods.
Did she say anything, or do anything?
Well, I didn't hear anything, but perhaps. She certainly wasn't just wandering around. It almost seemed as though she was looking for something.
Really? There's a legend here in Willow Creek about a white lady who wanders through the woods looking for her child. In vain, as the story goes, but no one has ever seen her.
Until now.
Don't worry, Adrian. That's a completely natural reaction to this myth. It originates from the collective longing for a pure mother figure who can be adored like a saint. Part of the whole thing that there are chosen ones who perceive her apparition. And everyone wants to be a chosen one. That's just human.
You've got an explanation for everything, haven't you?
Psychology is the modern theology.
Hey.
What do these black dogs mean? What kind of creatures are they?
Fleeing from vicious, aggressive dogs. That sounds like a typical nightmare. It expresses the fear of one's own aggressive side. Were the dogs alone, or was someone with them?
No, they were alone. Just the dogs.
Dogs who roam around without a human master suggests a suppressed issue with dominance. It could also suggest exactly the opposite, though. That the dreamer is neglecting a particular part of himself, which is alluded to by the nature of the dogs. What breed of dog were they?
No idea. Hellhounds? They were definitely huge and black.
Large dogs reinforce the meaning I was talking about. The fact that they're black would suggest their origin in the subconscious.
Are there any tablets I can take for this? Catch you later.
Take care.
Ok.
I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet yet, which is why I'm just gonna send you clues. If you want to take up my offer, then you'll find the first lead at your father's grave.
Non giù per le scale.
My head's still pounding. Lucky that Murray found me in the woods yesterday. I probably would have frozen otherwise. I should get this medication as soon as possible. And I could ask the inspector whether Murray's finally corrected his statement. And I've got an appointment with the priest, too. It can't be that difficult to find my father's grave. Oh, and I should find that ominous place in the woods. Enjoy it, Darren. It's gonna be a long day.
Ah, a posto. Andiamo poi.
Closed. Strange. The shop was still open this time yesterday. Hey, Matt. So, when you finally gonna get gone with your fun fair?
So, how are we then, eh? Still possessed by the devil?
I wouldn't joke about it if I were you.
That's supposed to be a threat.
Let's say more, well-meant recommendation.
You really have got a few screws loose.
So, what exactly did go wrong when you were born?
Not half as much as when you were born, Mr. Twisted Firestarter.
Have fun.
Oi, arsehole! When you miss me, paint a heart on the wall.
Will do. In your blood. Just look at that. That's a buyer's mailbox. And there's the post from today. The package is from a tea supplier. It says here that the customer is Gordon's Palace. Either the postman's quite lazy, or he doesn't like Murray. Maybe I should take the package to him. I'll be dropping by the hotel sooner or later. What else is there? That must be mine. The sender's a drug company. I'll leave the prescription in the barrel, so a buyer knows that I picked up my medication myself.
Va bene.
A packet of tea from Murray. At least that's what's written on it. Hey, Zach.
What do you want now?
Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just a bit busy. The inspector hasn't been here all morning, and I have to do everything myself.
Ah,
Where's the inspector?
Cafe, I think.
Or maybe you can help me. Has Murray been here about his statement?
Murray? Yes, he was here. Wanted to discuss something urgently with the inspector.
Do you know what it was about?
I can't tell you that.
Abaya's shop is closed. Is today some kind of holiday that I don't know about?
No?
I'm sure you must have heard of the White Lady.
She's spooked around the woods for centuries. Why do you ask? Is she a relative of yours too?
By the way, I was in the woods last night and I got chased by some black dogs into a shack. I got locked in, but I managed to escape using a chainsaw. Then I fell unconscious.
You just can't help yourself, am I right? And why are you telling me this?
You look so bored. Goodbye, Constable.
Hmm.
Va bene. Allora. Sto letteralmente cuocendo.
Who should I call? All the people whose numbers... Who should I call? All the people whose numbers I knew by heart are now dead.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
What's that?
Hello, Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
I've drawn the chariot.
Oh, you were stuck in the snow?
No. No. Your card, Adrian. You are looking for the right way. You will have to make a decision. And I see death.
E vai.
Again.
Someone will shoot out your light.
How am I supposed to understand that?
You don't need to understand, Adrian. But you can put up a fight.
How can I put up a fight?
Stay away from shootings.
Yeah. Thanks.
Ok.
What a
Giurimento.
load of crap.
Allora, ne sento un secondo. Torno subito. Ricordatevi di bere. Eccomi di ritorno. Andiamo in caffetteria. Caffetteria. C'è il gelato.
The cafe waiter is a real stiff. Maybe he's just swallowed something rather nasty? I'll just ask him. Huh, there's Bobby, the village idiot. Well, no, that's being unfair. He's pretty much the nicest guy for miles around. Hi.
Good day, sir.
You almost look like a waiter to me.
You're absolutely right, sir. My name is Edward.
Has the inspector been here yet today?
No, sir. I haven't seen him all day. I've just got here.
And Denise?
Denise has also disappeared.
Both of them not there, huh?
No.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
A quiet place. Bad for midwives, they'd find no work here, but ideal for authors, if they happen to write thrillers.
Yeah, or horror stories. It's a nice cafe you've got here.
Thank you, sir. I do all I can to keep it that way.
Aren't cafes a bit uncommon in England?
If you say so, sir. But I think this place deserves an alternative to that drunkard's dive over there.
You've got lots of photos of the people of Willow Creek in here. Have you got any of the Gordons?
Sorry, sir, but the Gordons do not keep company in these humble rooms.
Where do they keep company then?
As far as I know, they very rarely leave their estate. They used to go to church every Sunday, but it's been a long time since they've even done that.
I'd better be going.
Please do us the honor again soon, sir.
Hello, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Darren. Is it true that you're evil now?
No, Bobby, you don't need to be scared. I'd never do anything to anyone.
The others said that you set fire to the castle.
You shouldn't believe everything people tell you, Bobby. I'm innocent. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what Tom says all the time, too. Okay, Darren. I believe you.
Tell me, Bobby, do you know the village policeman?
Yeah, but I don't like him. Tom doesn't like him either.
Are you working here now?
Yeah, but not for money, but for Denise. She's my new girlfriend. I help her out.
And what does Edward have to say about that?
Nothing. He gives me a cloth and a wash bucket.
I get it. Aren't you working in the museum anymore?
No. Mrs. Puff sent me away.
The mayoress sent you away? How come she did that?
I didn't take enough care, she said. I did lose the key.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. And And is Denise happy you're helping her out?
Yeah, she gives me muffins and chocolate.
That's kind of her.
But I don't want to have it for nothing. I'll pay for it later. I don't want her to get into trouble.
That's nice of you, Bobby. You really like her then?
Oh, yeah. Denise is much prettier than Mrs. Puff. She's even more beautiful than the sun.
The waiter, Edward, is he pleased that you're helping her as well?
He'd send me away, but I always came back. Then he said that if I make myself useful, I can stay. I'm not allowed to just sit and stare at Denise, because people would get scared of me. I don't like it if people are scared of me.
I don't like that either.
Edward said as well that if I touch a cake, then I'll have to eat it. And they don't give me coffee anymore because it makes me ill.
What's your brother Tom up to then?
I don't know. He's not around much right now. But that's good too. He said he's going to kill you if he finds you.
I'd better be going.
Okay, Darren.
I better not go in there right now, or Denise will bar me from the place.
Comunque è strano che siano scomparsi.
No matter how big my car, it says 3K. You can hardly make it, but I assume that nothing edible has ever been served here. At least since then. But I assume that weird. Murray isn't there. A telephone. Murray? Doesn't seem to be there. I'll put the package on his desk. Hello? What's this? How come Murray's involved with the law? I can't believe it. It's a receipt for my bail. Signed by the judge, paid by Murray. What the hell is this guy up to?
What are you doing here, Mr. Michaels?
Actually, I just wanted to be nice and brought you your package from the village. But then I found this. I'd like some answers. What are you up to, Murray?
You know, Mr. Michaels, it's very simple. I believe in your innocence, and I'm sure you don't deserve to be in jail.
Tutti?
Yeah, sure. A miser like you risks 5,000 pounds in order to help a complete stranger. Nonsense. What's going on? Tell me.
I'd suggest you just be happy you're free and we don't talk about it anymore.
Oh no, you're not getting away from me that easily. I want to know what you're up to, Murray. I want to hear it in your own words. Now!
Mr. Michaels, you know how it is. When something terrible happens somewhere, it attracts the people. But not forever. People these days are quickly bored and want to see something new. And honestly, it's been 3 weeks since
I
you
don't
were
believe
killed.
it. You paid the bail in hope that I'd start to murder people? Just so your damn hotel is fully booked?
Don't get so upset, Mr. Michaels.
You're totally insane. Screw you.
You should be thankful, Mr. Michaels. No one else would have put up your bail. No one else. You have no friends in Willow Creek. You're a lonely maniac, an arsonist, a criminal. You have no one but me, and you should be damn thankful.
Let room service know I'm checking out. I don't get it.
Niente.
Murray's office is right behind this wall. For what? The medication that Dr. Winterbottom prescribed for me. Halo Paradox. For the treatment of acute psychosis with delusion, hallucinations, or cognitive disorders. Oh, great. She's declared me officially crazy.
Un po' di psicofarmaci per rimanere sano.
I've got nothing to say to that guy. There are a few steps leading down behind the hotel. I've no idea where that path.
Dovrei andare più che altro dal prete.
What was that? Flashback? Am I having them in the mornings now? What does this little man in my subconscious want to tell me? I better pop one of those pills. Something about this place reminds me. Aimlessly wander through the woods. Wow, these are real thick wires. A huge pile of rubble. I can consider myself lucky. The church is closed. Then I've got enough time to search in the woods for that place I've got in my memory. Ugh, this shack is even creepy during the day. Perhaps it used to be a lumberjack's cabin. Now it's Ralph's new hideout. Definitely better than the corrugated iron shed at the academy. Just don't touch, or everything will collapse. Dragging tracks. Apparently, this is where Murray rescued me. But I can't remember a thing. A rain butt. Must always be full around here. Fortunately, the shack is built on stilts. Otherwise, I'd probably still be trapped inside. These are provisions for the winter, although I can't imagine that Ralph did this.
Ok.
I'm not at all interested in going back into that creepy shack.
Ah. Ma ti sei qua? O no? 2 minuti, dai. Devi far arrivare.
A long pair of lopping shoes. I think I'll borrow them.
Le 11.
Even too stony for a rock garden. Nice greenhouse filled with all sorts of flowers. The priest seems to have green fingers, at least in the house. The priest lives here. Hello? No one there. Mr. Gravedigger?
Yes, lad.
The church is closed. Didn't the priest say he'd be back again today?
He wanted to set off after breakfast. Call back again later.
There's a fresh grave in front of the church.
That'll be Sally's, the young cook from the castle. The poor thing was burned to death, just like old Bates. The fire didn't really make any difference. But Bates isn't here. Lady Victoria insisted on burying him in the Golden Crypt, like a member of the family.
Just like Lady Eleanor, I assume.
Yes, there's still plenty of space in the crypt. Lots of the Gordons haven't been buried there.
Why not?
Well, there are just too many murderers and suicides. They're frowned upon in Catholic graveyards, particularly the ones who commit suicide.
Why? What happens to them?
Well, they're buried anonymously, without any religious ceremony,
Without the ringing of the bells, without any prayers, without a priest, nothing. They're all buried before sunrise, over by the north wall.
Isn't that what they used to do hundreds of years ago?
Perhaps where you come from. But we're in Wormhill, the manor of Black Mirror Castle. Things are all a bit different around here, my lad.
Ok.
Have you ever heard about the White Lady in the woods?
Yes, I've heard about it, but I've never seen her. Apparently only those of pure heart can see her. That can't be true, though, 'cause no one here in the village has seen her, not even the priest.
What does that tell us about the people of Willow Creek?
Nonsense. There's nothing wrong with the people here. It's that murderous clan in the castle who've been spreading fear and terror for centuries. It's a pity you didn't do your job right, boy. The castle should have burned down to its foundations. Then there'd finally be some peace around here.
It wasn't me. The graves by the wall, right at the back, they look different to the rest. Why's that?
That's where the poor devils who have no money for a real funeral are buried. And the lost souls, the murderers and suicides.
Uh-huh. And they're just thrown in a hole and buried?
Well, they do get a coffin, but the corpse is put in it the wrong way round. Those who commit suicide, I mean.
Why?
It's supposed to stop the dead from finding their way out of the grave. They used to chop the heads off and put them between their legs to stop him running around. Pure superstition. As if you could stop the undead like that.
I'd better be going.
Keep your eyes peeled, lad.
Oh.
The shed is full to the roof with firewood. Looks like it's gonna be a long, cold winter.
Invece farà
It's
caldissimo.
called organic waste here. On the other side of the wall, the graveyard. Yes, even a Catholic priest is sometimes just human. Why hasn't he got a toilet in his house like everyone else? A pile of firewood, I assume. Almost everyone here still heats with wood. It's covered by an old door, which protects it from the rain. Well, the door even has a round glass window in it.
Ok. Salva. Zero 16. Ok. 07 16. Ok. Io vi ringrazio tantissimo di essere passati di qua. Io vi auguro un buon proseguimento di serata. Buonanotte, vi lascio in compagnia di Crostantin. Tante care cose e buon bambolotto a tutti. Ciao!